Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird. Greg, these may not be the teams, Doris, we see in the conference finals this year, but we can expect, I think, them to be a threat for years to come.
Kevin, we say they're not going to advance to the conference finals simply because of the lack of experience. Talent is not an issue. We are looking at what is likely the next generation carrying the sport forward. And boy, we are excited to see them.
A look at the Magic starting group. Forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Carter in at center. Harris against Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Harris. Johnson surveying the floor. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paulo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively.
Well, just taking the time to get the play set up pays off. Banchero doesn't rush.
Johnson sets the screen for Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Thomas against Harris. Wagner outside. To the middle. Here's Suggs. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Thomas against Harris. Thomas goes in, and Thomas with the stuff.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Banchero. Johnson goes in. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Banchero outside. Out to Harris. Harris setting the pick for Carter. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by one. Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
Back to Carter, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. The Magic trail by 3. Carter on the wing to end the run. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Banchero, a screen on Bridges. And finished off by Wagner.
Ooh, that's on the defense there. Ideal positioning for Franz Wagner to throw it down.
Schroeder outside. Banchero against Johnson. Going inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Magic trail by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Banchero kicks to Wagner. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one is good from Suggs.
You see Suggs' willingness on the catch to be ready to release quickly. You've got to be decisive, and he was.
Johnson outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Brooklyn ahead.
16.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Johnson with a screen on Wagner. Bridges with it. Picked up by Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And Doris, we know Suggs, the 5th pick in the 2021 draft, struggled with his shot early. But it seems like he's found other ways to help.
Kevin, you have to do everything you can to mask a weakness that you have. So strengths for Suggs, he's got the ability to guard both guard positions. He rebounds his position well, and he pushes tempo. So while that perimeter game develops, contribute in other ways.
Johnson against Banchero. Bridges sets the screen for Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Paolo Banchero. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those lead pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. It's good. Claxton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Drops in the layup for 2. Banchero's got 6.
How about the finish through contact by Paolo Banchero? Very tough to guard this guy because of that big-time frame.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Bridges sets the screen for Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Harris kicks to Wagner. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded by Schroeder. On the wing, Harris. Wagner with a screen for Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Johnson with a screen on Wagner. Knocked away. Schroeder outside. Down low, Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's a 9-point Nets lead. You know, Doris, officiating is always going to be a point of contention. But some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Carter finds Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Suggs with a screen for Harris. Claxton with it, and it's Carter picking him up. To the paint, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Wagner left side, pass to Carter. 51 seconds left here in the second, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
That's leading by 9. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Suggs with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Inside, here's Carter. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Johnson. Fires for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we conclude the first half. Nets out in front. They're up by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Black. Wagner out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Anthony in the point. The shot by Watford, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For this young Orlando team, last season GA was a huge step forward.
A 12-win improvement, taking a giant step forward offensively. Their top 5 scorers, all under 25 years old, a very bright future in Orlando.
Smith against Anthony. Pass to Clowney. That one drops for Clowney. And the Nets lead by 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Anthony finds Ingles. Passes to Black. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ingles. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Anthony against Smith. Banked in off the glass. Smith's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Well, to me, this is where Dennis Smith Jr. is most dangerous. Inside, using that combination of athleticism and strength.
Outside Anthony. The pass to Isaac. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Nets leading by 12. Now here is Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
You know, there is a strength that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with, even against big bodies. It matters not.
Isaac outside. Wagner with a screen for Isaac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Pass to Clowney. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Clowney's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Magic making strides, but Doris, their offense is still lagging behind.
Yeah, a couple things come to mind here, Kevin. Obviously, outside shooting and playmaking are 2 areas where they can grow. Elite perimeter play would probably help take them to the next level, but this is all part of the process when you've got young talent. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Back to Smith. Pass to Clowney. Clock at 4. Rebounded by Anthony. The Magic trail by 12. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations. When the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. Here's the screen. The drive by Smith. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac misses. Nets leading by 10. To the inside. The kick out to Walker. Makes it off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Back to Wagner. And the layup is good.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player, finding your open teammate, such a critical skill.
There's the pick. Smith with it. Isaac picks him up. And Smith with the stop.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Clowney. He's defended by Wagner. Denny Smith in the post. No scoring in this one. Good work defensively by Ingles. Now, here's Isaac. He's covered closely. Out to Anthony. That will count. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker out there with Dennis Smith. And it's Watford in at the 4. And it's Schroeder with the ball. Brings it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Here's Claxton. Comes up empty down low.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The fadeaway. The shot, no good. The Magic trail by 10. Wagner passes to Harris. Back to Wagner. On the wing, Harris. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's Gary Harris with the 3. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for Orlando. The Nets shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Johnson sends the screen for Schroeder. Outside Thomas. 5 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Inside, from close range. Johnson with a screen on Wagner. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Claxton, and it's in there. And the Nets lead by 8.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Suggs kicks to Harris. Banchero a screen for Harris. Takes it inside. Wagner on the wing. Out to Carter. From past the arc. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Brooklyn leading by 6. Now Thomas. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Outside for Thomas. Schroeder with the screen on Harris. Back to Johnson. Wow, through the content. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this was the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break.
Yeah.
Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it's Suggs missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And stolen by Harris. It's Carter, high post, and Wagner has it in the corner. Suggs with a screen for Wagner. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the inside, Claxton, and down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Back to Carter. Wagner outside. Three-pointer. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Johnson sets the screen for Schroeder. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. It's stolen by Banchero. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Clutch bucket by Mr. Gary Harris. That has to feel good.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Johnson with a screen on Wagner. Bridges passes to Johnson. It's up a 3. Off on that one. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Barrett in at the 3. Here's Thomas. Off target from outside.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Barnes passes to Barrett. Yep, that one goes.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Quickly against Schroeder. Driving in. Banked it in off the glass. About a minute into this first quarter. Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development, Smitty.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've gotten great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have become stars.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Trent with a screen on Schroeder. Trent outside. The floater. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Claxton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. First team.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line, Nicholas Claxton. At the line.
And he sinks the second. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Now here's Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Quickly with a screen on Bridges. Barrett into the lane. Claxton with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Schroeder finds Bridges. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Shot to stop the run. And it's laid up and in by Barrett.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Trent outside. The kick to Olynyk.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Back to Trent.
First quarter.
The Raptors need to get off a shot quickly from outside. The shot no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Schroeder against Trent. Bridges, a screen on Trent. Up top, Bridges. Claxton down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Quickly. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Bridges outside. Johnson a screen on Barrett. Back to Johnson. Down low. Pass to Claxton. All alone. That one's good for 2. Claxton's got 5.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Let's also add he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
First personal foul. Team seconds. At the line, Dennis
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Here's Thomas. No made baskets yet. Bridges outside to the middle. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Olynyk. It's Barnes on the wing. Back to Trent. It's Barnes on the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Basketball.
And stolen by Barrett. Not going to go that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front, up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Claxton, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, R.J. Barrett, the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 draft, still a long way away from his prime. He said, quote, people think you should make this huge leap out of nowhere. And it's like if you just add 1 or 2 things to your game and just get better every year steadily, you are going to get where you want to go, whether it comes right away or it comes later. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And it's Thomas off the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Barnes, no good. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season. BA by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
Fires at the elbow. The rebound by the Nets.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here comes Toronto on the push. Trent from long range. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bridges. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Johnson a screen on Trent. For 3, Bridges. Quickly with a rebound. For Toronto, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Trent, the pass to Quickly. To the inside. Here's Barnes. Here's Barrett. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nick Claxton. Well, Grant, for R.J. Barrett, he pretty much knew he was going to be an NBA player.
Oh, B.A. sure did. And the #1 prospect out of high school in Florida in 2018. Did his one and done in college at Duke and followed it up with the #3 overall pick. And he has definitely delivered.
And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive, long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Quickly outside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Barrett. Olynyk with a screen on Bridges. The three, Barrett. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Barrett. Inside. Here's Quickly. Deflected.
Second quarter.
We've got 1:55 left in the half.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Quickly from outside. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Left side, Johnson. Pass to Bridges. 1:25 left in the second. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
Trent with it. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Got it.
He's not going to get thrown off by contact. Gary's a very composed player.
Pass to Thomas. Johnson against Barnes. Bridges, a screen on Barnes. Johnson for 3. Sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 8.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Fires the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Good work from Barnes in the screen and roll, just keeping things simple on offense.
Claxton. And they recover it. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Nets delivering the blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Put your hands together, fans, for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans. Let's hear it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Dick is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Nwora in at the 4 slot. Brown against Smith. They set the pick. Pass to Clowney. All right, Grant, I'm going to ask you to put on your executive hat now. Tell us what the key is to establishing culture at an NBA organization.
BA, culture, structured accountability. It's about getting the right group of guys, having strong leadership, and of course it only works if the coaches and players fully buy in.
Brooklyn has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Smith outside. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Clowney. Toronto grabs the miss. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Finney Smith, and he dunks it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Well, Grant, with his size and range, Grady Dick is a ready-made floor spacer.
Oh, this kid is lights out shooting the ball, B.A. Such a threat to defenses. You can't lose track of him. He's always moving around the floor.
Clock at 6. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And he's off from 17. And Walker's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Pass to Clowney. Here's Watford. Outside Finney Smith. Watford with a screen. Let's go with a three. Oh, and he got fouled. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take it up.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes to play.
So, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
Simmons has checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the second one. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Clowney. It's stolen by Pirtle. On the break. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Not a guy to rack up a lot of steals, but Pirtle has those long arms, and he anticipates.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, through NBA Africa, the league is putting a lot of resources into growing the game there. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is an investor, and he said, "It's always been my dream since I got into the league. I want to see the NBA on my continent. Africa's a place full of treasure, and I'm happy to see it taking place." Brian?
Outstanding. Look forward to that. Thanks, Allie. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Pirtle with a screen on Smith. Pass to Dick. Brown looking around. Now Pirtle. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. A full line change here for Brooklyn. That one misses for Pirtle.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Johnson against Pirtle. Takes the three. And Johnson is good for three. Johnson's got 14 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Bridges, and he drives in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And so it's Brooklyn with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's foul number 2 for him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Schroeder against Trent. Johnson a screen on Trent. Pass to Johnson from the arc. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Johnson's got 9 points now in the second half. Quickly against Schroeder. Now here's Quickly. He's closely guarded. Count it. Good.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Trent against Schroeder. Johnson a screen on Trent. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Olynyk with a screen on Johnson. Barnes drives in. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Watch your head. Scotty Barnes comes in fast and soars to the rim.
Johnson a screen on Quickly. Thomas passes to Schroeder. Johnson with it. To the inside. Claxton. Toronto grabs the miss.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Barnes in the post. Johnson on him. Barnes no good. The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Schroeder passes to Johnson. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Bridges passes to Claxton. And stolen by Barrett. Here comes Toronto on the push. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Barnes goes in. Kicks it to Quickly. Pass to Trent. Shoots over Bridges. Trent's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Johnson against Barnes. Pulls up. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Trent from long range. Pure from 3-point range.
I love the elevation on that shot. Gary Trent Jr. is a big-time scorer.
Outside Schroeder. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him. Ben Simmons is checked in for Thomas.
For your Knicks, number 10, Ben Simmons.
Raptors on D. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
Barnes with a screen on Bridges. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Doesn't take many. Scotty Barnes, money on that three.
Trent against Schroeder. Throws it up high. Stolen by Quickly. Barnes finds Olynyk. Olynyk with a screen on Johnson. The kick to Olynyk. Pass to Quickly. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons looking around. And he's going to the line for 2. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the
Previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cameron Johnson.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. Quickly against Schroeder. And he lobs it up. Barnes, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
From deep, here's Simmons. The shot, no good. So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One
60.
Emmanuel quickly out there with Gary Trent. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Barnes in at the 4 slot. And for Orlando, a post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Banchero in at the 3 spot. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays. That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Isaac a screen on Trent. Down low. And Isaac throws it down.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
Now, here's quickly. Tight defense on him. Barnes. Trent outside. Barnes the screen. The 3. Trent can't hit. Harris against Trent. Carter sets the pick for Harris. Inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Harris.
Well, he's become much more reliable at making those precise passes now. Harris solid at breaking down the defense in the pick and roll.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Carter sets the pick for Harris. Banchero outside. Isaac down low. Barrett covering. Count that one from Isaac.
Hey, if you're going to get offensive rebounds, you've got to stay active, and Isaac does that, doing a nice job utilizing his reach to snag those second chance opportunities.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Barnes against Isaac. It's Barrett on the wing. Barnes looking around. No good on the triple. Magic have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Orlando moving the ball around. Quickly with it. Picked up by Suggs. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat. As far as first overall picks go, Paolo Banchero definitely arrived with a bang in 2022.
He sure did, Greg. I mean, he's the first rookie since LeBron James to record at least 25 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists in his debut game. And he continues to build on that en route to Rookie of the Year.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And good that time.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Barnes sets a screen for Trent. On the wing, Barnes. Banchero against Barrett. A 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Harris. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 13-4 run. Isaac passes to Carter. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Harris. He has yet to score. Pass to Carter. Harris setting the pick for Carter. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal street.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And that one drops for him.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Barnes against Isaac. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Now, here's quickly. Defense is right there. Driving the lane. The kick out to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Suggs with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Isaac outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Persistent space. Love seeing Isaac stay with the play like that, using his height and the high release on those nice finishes.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
From outside the arc, and that one's good. Quickly's got 5 points so far.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Harris, down low. Count that one from Isaac.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jonathan Isaac, he has bit. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's quickly in at the point guard. Banchero is screened for Carter. Banchero against Barrett. Banchero passes to Suggs. Here's Trent. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Isaac throws it down.
Hard not to love the combo of speed and length on Isaac. I mean, that gives him a chance to give you some serious throwdowns.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. During last season, Clark, both Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell scored 71 points in a game, the most since Kobe's 81.
Yeah, that's remarkable, Kevin. We also had a ton of 50-point games, too. I think it's kind of due to the heliocentric offenses we see now. Teams building those rosters around their one superstar.
Just 5 to shoot. Isaac a screen on Barrett. And it's Suggs missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Greg, one thing you know, you're getting with Gary Trent Jr., volume 3-point shooting. He lets it fly.
He is really fearless at the arc, I think, because of his consistency. And when he gets hot, well, he can get on a burner.
Clark, in recent years, Orlando's been one of the league's bigger teams.
Well, you can see clearly, Kevin, that the front office prioritizes length. You don't ever have of them playing small ball. Banchero just attacking the rim, going up over the defense that time.
Quickly the pass to Olynyk. Olynyk sets a screen for Trent. Back to Olynyk. Raptors need to get a shot up. Top of the key. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The Magic shoot their third free throw attempt of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Barnes screen on Harris. Here's Trent. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Gets an open look and hits. Banchero's got 6.
Banchero showing he can run the offense too now. Nice score off the pick as the ball handler.
Pass to Olynyk from deep three-point land. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Harris setting the pick for Banchero. Back to Carter. Isaac finds Harris. Now Suggs quickly covering. Suggs passes to Carter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now the pass to Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Harris. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. Some solid defense from Harris. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
And Suggs throws it down.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Olynyk with the steal. Dishes it to Barrett. Olynyk, a screen on Banchero. And it's Barrett penetrating.
So quick.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can.
Taking 3 shots.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is. And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Carter sets the pick for Isaac. Back to Harris. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so Brown will bring it up for Toronto. Trailing here by 8. They've got Black. Wagner is out there with Franz Wagner. Then it's Anthony. And it's Houston in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Greg, talking about Jakob Poeltl, it doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Poeltl with a screen on Anthony. To the paint. Poeltl inside. He's defended by Wagner. Misses the layup. To the middle, and here we go with the Magic fast break.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
The Magic shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. So Clark, looking back at the 2021 draft, Franz Wagner, the 8th overall pick.
And, you know, he very well might turn out to be the best of the bunch, Kevin. He's 6'9", really can shoot it. But I think his activity and playmaking, perhaps his best attribute, creates for others as a 6'9" wing guy, and that's valuable for any team.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Anthony taking his time here. Wagner with his screen for Anthony. Oh, good with the triple. Raptors trail by 9, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Now into the lineup for your Magic. Number 20.
Here's Brown. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. And finished off by Wagner.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Toronto calls timeout. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. They set the pick. Here's Brown. Orlando grabs the miss.
Rise up and get loud.
Inside. And finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wagner has screen on Brown. Over in the corner, Fultz. Shoots a 3. No good that time. Raptors trail by 11. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Some people see the Orlando Magic as a team, Clark, with a very high ceiling. How about you?
Lots of potential there. No question about it, Kevin. And plenty of room for growth. The challenge is going to be corralling that and moving it in the right direction. You know, it could take longer than people expect or want it to, so you got to be patient in this situation.
Wagner passes to Wagner. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Anthony nowhere around. Drills the three-pointer. Anthony's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Brown the pass to Nora. Back to Brown from deep. And the whistle blows. That's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, and I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. Wagner passes to Fultz. Clock at 6. And here's Wagner from downtown. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's a good screen. Here's Dick. A three-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading by 13. Wagner with his screen for Fultz. Offline with his 3. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Dick, guarded by Fultz. Lets it go with a three. They grab their own miss. Pirtle kicks to Brown. Screen by Pirtle. Goes back up. Passes it to Dick. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Goes up again. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And he uses the glass on the lane. Wagner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Part of the job description as a guard. But Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Pirtle with a screen on Anthony. Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Back to Fultz. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Magic lead by 15.
And, you know, even when you D him up, Fultz still powers through that defense, especially when he's this close to the rim.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Barnes. Gary Trent is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Orlando leading by 17. Wagner on the wing. Barrett covering. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Rebound by the Raptors.
The only place for shots like that are in shooting.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
Harris against Trent. In the corner, Barrett with it. 6 to shoot. To the inside, Olynyk. Trent outside. Olynyk sets a screen for Trent. Here's Barrett. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Harris. And he lays it straight in.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Trent goes in. Out to Barrett. Pass to Quickly. Screen by Olynyk. Takes the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Magic ball.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Carter with a screen on Quickly. Suggs kicks to Isaac. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him. Carter, the pass to Isaac. Banchero, a screen for Isaac. Now, here's Suggs. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 3. And here's Harris from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Really smart in these screen and rolls. Harris is good at taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Quickly. Barnes kicks to Olynyk. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Banchero is screen for Harris. Fires for three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Quickly add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Suggs. There's the dish to Harris. Isaac with a screen for Harris. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for Orlando.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jonathan Isaac.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Here's Quickly. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Banchero a screen on Trent. Banchero right side. Isaac against Barrett, and the basket by Isaac.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Barnes. He's covered by Isaac. And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Carter sets the pick for Harris. And Orlando again with the bucket.
So many different ways that Gary Harris can burn you. Spotting up, slashing inside, creating. Really pick your poison with him.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game.
61.
Joining us. It's the NBA on two. So many teams, Greg, look to run these days. It's refreshing, isn't it, to see a battle between half-court offenses?
And to excel at that. You have to be extremely tactical, minimize turnovers, and execution is key.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Thomas is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Claxton in at center. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, great strength, great balance. Jalen Suggs shows you the ability to finish through contact.
To the paint, here's Claxton. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Suggs.
This should help Suggs' confidence. Jalen is such an effective cutter, and he forces the issue right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable, contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
And it's the Magic with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Carter. Kicks it out to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Isaac a screen on Bridges. It's tipped. Johnson outside. Claxton with it. Carter on him. Johnson sends the screen for Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Carter sets the pick for Harris. It's the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Harris. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a three. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Banchero. The 17-footer goes down.
Boy, Banchero nails that mid-range with ease.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Johnson sets the screen for Schroeder. And there's the drive.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
He set the pick. Her passes to Claxton, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Isaac a screen on Thomas. Harris finds Isaac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, Gary Harris playing in the pick and roll. Normally he might be the screener, but really nice job setting his teammate up.
Bridges sets the screen for Johnson. Passes it to Bridges. Driving in, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
And Caro outside. Harris against Bridges for three. Harris, no good. Nets have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. Down low, here's Claxton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. They trail by 3. Banchero, a screen on Schroeder. Suggs, another miss by Orlando.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Carter sets the pick for Harris. Isaac outside. Back to Harris. Isaac a screen on Bridges. Harris finds Isaac. Bridges with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Over Suggs. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Brooklyn ahead, up by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Banchero in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And you know, Doris, the Magic have struggled offensively in the past few seasons.
You are right, Kevin. The numbers on that end haven't been pretty. But let's remember, they've got some of the best young talent in the league. The more experience they get, the better they become. The future is bright.
Thomas against Harris. He takes it in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Tremendous read by Gary Harris. You see the gap, you attack it.
The drive by Schroeder. Johnson surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Carter, out left to the wing. Driving inside. On the wing, Isaac. Covered by Johnson. It's deflected.
Wow, twice on the pipe from Dennis Schroeder.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets with the lead. To the middle, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick and roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Suggs has got 10.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Bridges sets the screen for Schroeder. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock, and he drives in, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. ADB, as players establish themselves, gaining that respect and recognition always seems to come down to postseason success, right? Playoff success.
It's so true, Kevin, whether it's fair or not. Great production in the regular season without having accompanying success in the postseason tends to get written off. So the pressure falls on teams to win or risk losing their star players.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad.
And Carroll outside. Banked in off the glass. And Carroll's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
But how about the finish through contact by Paolo Banchero? Very tough to guard this guy because of that big-time frame.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Banchero finds Isaac. Now Suggs. Carter with a screen on Thomas. Here's Suggs. And then Carter with the dunk.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Johnson outside. Outside Thomas. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Drives to the hoop. And then Thomas with the dunk. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Isaac a screen on Schroeder. A three ball. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Johnson the screen. Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Inside. Bridges dishes to Johnson. Just 3 to shoot, and he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Isaac with a screen for Harris. Banchero against Bridges. Banchero passes to Carter. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Can't hit that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
It's all tied in Orlando. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. Simmons is out there with Smith. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Watford in at the 4 slot. Black kicks to Anthony. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Anthony. Wagner has screen on Smith. Anthony can't hit. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. To the paint. Here's Clowney. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Wagner kicks to Anthony. Back to Wagner. Outside Anthony. 4 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Simmons inside. Guarded by Fultz.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of another game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markelle Fultz.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
And stolen by Simmons. And here's the fast break. Anthony against Smith. Simmons, a screen on Anthony. And it's Smith penetrating. And he gets the basket. Officials. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
Ben Simmons at the line for one.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involved.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to duck the basketball late in game, and you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Right side Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Ben Simmons has the basketball on a string. How about that move, folks? Look out.
Banchero, a screen on Simmons.
2 minutes remaining.
Isaac up top. Back to Harris. Fires the three. Rebound by Smith. Brooklyn leading by 7. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's Watford. Still scoreless. Simmons a screen on Carter. 6 to shoot. Simmons can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Isaac outside. There's the drive. Suggs passes to Carter. He kicks to Suggs. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Suggs has got 15 points.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Simmons working it over. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Magic trail by 5. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Suggs with a screen for Harris. It's sent back down by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Harris a screen on Bridges. Banchero finds Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. That one off the back iron and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Banchero grabs the board.
Great contest by the defender. If that's a dunk, you've got to put down in his face.
In the corner, it's Harris. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown. He's got 10.
Man, the three-point corner is such a money shot for Gary Harris.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sport. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 2. Opposed pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Banchero in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Carter sets the pick for Harris to take the lead. It's off target. He is 4 of 9 from the field. Pass to Johnson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
To the inside. Here's Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists in the game. Harris against Thomas. Harris kicks to Isaac. The dish to Banchero. Harris outside. Lock at 6. Isaac passes to Banchero. Tries again, and here's Carter, the 17-footer. Jump shot is good that time.
What a nice play. Off the catch and shoot, the big man, Wendell Carter Jr. is true.
Bridges outside. He feeds it to Johnson. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Claxton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
On the wing, Harris. Thomas covering. Suggs kicks to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It's a jump ball.
Isaac passes to Banchero. Isaac a screen. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The Magic again can't hit. Nets leading by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Thomas kicks to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Claxton no good. Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Harris. Carter with it. Magic moving the ball around. Carter with a screen on Bridges. Here's Banchero. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Thomas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 2. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Anthony's checked in for Sun. Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. See if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Hans Wagner's checked in for the Magic. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And taken away by Johnson. In transition, here come the Nets. Claxton with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Claxton the pass to Bridges. Simmons sets a screen for Bridges. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, that's a big-time shot by a big-time guy. Paolo Banchero, assertive when you need him.
Bridges a screen on Harris. Thomas goes in. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Anthony, the pass to Harris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Clutch bucket by Mr. Gary Harris. That has to feel good.
That's good from Harris. 24 seconds left in the game. It's Thomas on the wing. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
A huge thanks.
spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Tries again, and he comes up with a bucket.
Smart play by Scotty, calling for a pick to disrupt the defense a little bit.
Quickly against Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. They get it back. Out to Bridges. Rejected by Barnes.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Johnson a screen on Barrett. And Bridges, here we go. Here's Johnson. Oh, Lennox with some nice D.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Trent's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look. Okay, Smitty, I don't want to make you feel old, but we both played against Gary Trent's dad.
Well, Grant, I'm not. But seriously, Gary Sr. was a 6'8 post. Gary Jr. a 6'5 shooter. They have different games, but both Trents are great competitors, Grant.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Quickly. Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. And it's Quickly with a miss.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Bridges against Barrett. Johnson a screen on Barrett. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Pass to Olynyk. No good that time. Some solid defense from Claxton. Bridges passes to Johnson. Here's Schroeder from downtown. Here's Claxton. Barrett against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Bridges. It's stolen by Trent. And they're pushing it up. Here's Barrett. Finished off the break.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Bridges a screen on Quickly. Here's Schroeder. And he gets it to go.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Quickly against Schroeder. Tries it from 19. And it's Quickly with a miss. The Nets with a lead. Schroeder passes to Bridges. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Quickly passes to Barnes. Now Barrett. He's guarded by Bridges. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. Schroeder against Quickly. They double him with Olynyk. Outside Johnson. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Schroeder. Outside Johnson. All sorts of time. And it's good for 2. Toronto trailing. Trent outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Pass to Quickly. 6 to shoot. Here's Barrett. And there's the drive. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the floor for the Nets, Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Claxton in at center. To the middle. Here's Barnes, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Such a strong player. Barnes refuses to let the foul stop him.
Well, there was a lot of hype around Scotty Barnes when he came out. Smitty, does Rookie of the Year quiet those nerves, you think?
I think so, B.A. Not only did Barnes know he belonged, he proved it, and he's only getting better.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Schroeder outside. Drains the triple. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Typically playing the role of catalyst. This time, Schroeder's the one who gets set up.
Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Quickly from outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Thomas. Down low. And Claxton gets the bucket. He's got 6.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Good work from Barnes in the screen and roll, just keeping things simple on offense.
Bridges outside. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I'll tell you, at his eyes, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Trent on the wing. Pass to Olynyk. Trent outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bridges.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's stolen by Barnes. And Toronto calls time here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Here's Thomas, guarded by Trent. Bridges, a screen on Trent. Pass to Bridges. From behind the arc, and the Nets, another 3. And some analysts have lamented the quote-unquote protected guys. Every bump, they go to the free throw line. Does that bother you, Smitty?
VA, it would have bothered me more if I had to guard them. The league has made it clear they want the rules evenly applied. Star treatment should not extend to the officials.
Back to Trent. Goes up again. Nice jump shot.
I love the elevation on that shot. Gary Trent Jr. is a big-time scorer.
Quickly against Schroeder. Johnson a screen on quickly to the paint. Shakes him. And the layup is good by Johnson.
The assist.
Johnson's got 6 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Olynyk. Takes a three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team.
It's on Nick Claxton.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
And he nails the third. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Schroeder. There's the drive. Bridges against Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Bridges passes to Claxton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Quickly from outside. Rebound Brooklyn.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Schroeder outside.
Really understanding the defensive scheme. Olynyk right there to contest that shot.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They double him with Barrett. Out to Bridges.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Kelly Olynyk. That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Bridges.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pass to Olynyk. That one goes. Count it.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here's Barrett, and it's flushed down. A nice jam. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's Dick. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Nets out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
They've got Dick, also Bruce Brown, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good. Toronto trailing. Now here's Brown. Pass to Nora. Brown with it, covered by Smith. There's a screen. Pirtle with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Simmons with a screen on Brown. Smith passes to Simmons.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
He's off on the first.
Simmons at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Toronto. 4-point game. Over to the left wing. And there's a pick. Inside. Right side Simmons. To the middle. Here's Clowney. Smith outside. Elbow shot on the way. Toronto grabs the miss. Outside, Brown. Pass to Abaji. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
90 seconds into the second half now. Smith against Brown. Here's Clowney. Offensive board. Left side, Finney-Smith. Smith outside. Clock at 6. And they converted last on attempt number 3. And the Nets lead by 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Dick. Here's Abaji. Now here's Brown. Covered by Smith. For 3. Brown can't hit.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
No one covering. Watford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Pass to Nora. Here's Dick to get back on track. Outside, Brown. Here's Nora. Kick out to Brown. Clock at 4. Tries yet again. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And there's the call. Brooklyn with the foul. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. 1:51 left in the third. Did you know that Jakob Poeltl's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, B.A., that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Brown against Smith. Pass to Watford. And here's Simmons. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Pirtle with a screen on Smith. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Smith Smith against Brown. Outside Simmons. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Schroeder into the lane. Pass to Thomas. Johnson a screen on Trent. Outside Johnson. Tipped. Here's Claxton. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Claxton's got 12 points in the game.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take...
The previous play is under...
We thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
While this call may not...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep. Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Trent's shot is off. The Nets with the lead. Schroeder finds Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. It's Quickly with a drive. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Quickly's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Spins. Pass to Schroeder. Right side Johnson. Screen by Bridges from about 19, and the jumper is good. And the Nets lead by 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Schroeder against Quickly. It's deflected. Trent outside. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
I love watching the three-point ability of Gary Trent Jr. He's someone you got to lock up on the perimeter.
Here's Thomas, guarded by Trent. Schroeder against Quickly. Outside Johnson. Releases. Rebounded by Trent.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Barrett passes to Trent. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Nimble drive by Gary Trent Jr. working his way to the look he wants.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And it's Thomas off the drive. Pass to Bridges. Claxton down low, working on Olynyk. Back to Claxton. That shot is off. Olynyk with some nice D. Bridges against Barrett. Now here's Barnes.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
2:57 left in the fourth quarter here. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Love seeing Scotty go inside. With his length, he can be effective around that rim.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Here's Thomas.
Raptors foul. Gary Trent Jr. That's his second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Cameron Thomas.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Quickly against Schroeder. Quickly passes to Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
That's a veteran play by Kelly Olynyk. Helps his team with that bucket.
Quickly against Schroeder. Johnson a screen on quickly. Schroeder into the lane. Claxton down low, guarded by Olynyk. The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 6.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
Quickly against Schroeder. Quickly passes to Olynyk. Trent outside. Pass to Barnes. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Scotty Barnes being big time in big time moments.
Here's Thomas, guarded by Trent. Johnson a screen on Trent. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth.
You've been waiting for their return, and here they are. Here are your North Side Crew.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Over and over again. It's your North
Quickly against Schroeder. Quickly's got space. Claxton with a rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Outside Schroeder. Back to Johnson. So we see the Nets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well...
Thank you.
a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Banchero in at the 3 spot. Carter, that's good.
You know, he doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
And the pass to Barnes. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now, here's Isaac. Puts it up. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Barnes kicks to Quickly. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Off target with his 3. Trent against Harris. Inside, here's Carter. Suggs in the corner. Down low, Banchero. And Pirtle pulls it down. And the Raptors with possession. Here's Trent. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Harris. 2 points. That one goes.
Excellent decision maker. Love how decisive Harris is in the pick and roll.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And when it comes to 3-and-D guys, Gary Harris has been in that mix for a while.
Yeah, he stretches the floor for you offensively and defensively. He's going nose to nose with whoever he's guarding. Doesn't back up a bit. He's a valuable combo guard to have in your rotation.
Here is Harris. The Raptors getting the bucket. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now.
At the line for 2.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
A new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, for such a young player, I'm really impressed by Isaac's workman-like approach to the game. I mean, he's always looking for ways to improve and plays with the even-keeledness of a veteran.
Trent gets the bucket.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Banchero finds Carter. Isaac a screen on Trent. Another shot. Count that one from Isaac.
At 6'10" and athletic, Isaac's a real threat on the offensive boards. That's why you got to box him out.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Quickly, that's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harris kicks to Carter. Isaac a screen on Pirtle. Back to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. And then Carter with the dunk.
To me, one of the things that separates Banchero from others is his passing.
We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Trent. it quickly. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Takes it inside. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Harris finds Isaac and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
Jonathan Isaac, 2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Quickly. And that one released in time, but no good.
Boy, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to...
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
They've got Barrett. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Barnes, and it's Pirtle in its center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now here is Harris. Over in the corner, Isaac. Kicks it out to Banchero. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Yes, sir. Paolo Banchero rising up and throwing it down, folks.
Passes it to Barrett. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Barrett. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
Scotty Barnes, 2 shots.
fast, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Always putting in the hours.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by. On the wing, Harris. Carter with a screen on Trent. Harris drives in. Jacks up a three. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Suggs.
Suggs has that kind of ability from behind the arc now. Very efficient from deep.
Now here is Pirtle. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Paolo Banchero. The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now, here's Suggs. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now, here's Quickly. He's tightly guarded, and the Raptors miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Left side, Harris. Isaac a screen on Trent to the inside. Second shot opportunity. That shot misses. Good D by Barnes. Now here's Barrett. Great defense that time from Banchero. Suggs dishes to Carter. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
Aggressive work by Carter there. Good play. They touch him up a little bit, but he was not going to be stopped.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. 1:49 left in the first half. Trent against Harris. Power down with both hands.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
1:31 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Harris from the arc. Second chance shot. Pass to Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Clock at 6. Isaac goes in. Tries yet again. And it's Banchero missing. Raptors with the lead. Here's Barrett. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Now, here's Suggs. 6 points for him.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And Toronto has possession following the bucket by Orlando. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Banchero is screened for Harris. Suggs passes to Banchero. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Isaac. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's Trent on the wing. Line it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Raptors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. So on the floor for Orlando. Black is out there with Franz Wagner. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Houston in at the 2 spot.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Now here's Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Goes back up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Wagner.
Wagner showing some grit and fight on the offensive boards, using his height and muscle to track down the miss.
Brown against Anthony. Olynyk in the corner. And there's the pass to Nora. Olynyk, a screen on Wagner. Here's Nora. The kick out to Brown. Now Dick driving inside. The teardrop falls in. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Now here's Anthony. Popping on the board. And finished off by Wagner.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And Clark, much like his pops, Cole Anthony has proven to be a skilled ball handler.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Perhaps it runs in the DNA, huh? He definitely has some strong instincts out there, and I know he got a little bit of that from you, Greg. And he does his part to help others find shots when he's not scoring himself.
Here's Black. Here's Houston. And he drops in the layup off the glass. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Brown driving to the basket.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Back to Wagner. Rebound by Olynyk. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Anthony sets the pick for Wagner. Takes it off the glass. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Inside. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Houston. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Sinks the three-pointer. Houston's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Down low, here's Olynyk, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Pass to Black. Buries it down low.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Brown against Anthony. To the paint. The kick out to Brown. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 6.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Anthony. Still yet to score. There's the pick. Right wing. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Barrett against Carter. Over in the corner, Isaac. Over Barnes. Isaac misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Barnes. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Banchero has screen on Barnes. 1 second left, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Scotty Barnes is out there with Barrett. Then it's Gary Trent. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's quickly in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Trent, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
One step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Banchero is screened for Isaac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Isaac is screened. Carter looking around. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero fought for the board and converted nicely. That's a grit and grind bucket there.
Inside, Poeltl. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Isaac passes to Carter. Barnes against Isaac. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Persistence pays. Love seeing Isaac stay with the play like that, using his height and the high release on those nice finishes.
Here's quickly. Slam dunk to finish it off.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Here's quickly. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Isaac outside. The dish to Harris. Back to Isaac. Kicks it out to Banchero. In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to Suggs. And they'll turn over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Franz Wagner's checked in for the match. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Barnes screen on Harris. It's stolen by Carter. And here is Suggs. Wagner, a screen on Barrett. Carter kicks to Wagner. Back to Carter. Now the pass to Banchero. Shoots over Pirtle. And there's Banchero on the assist by Carter. And that's 10 points for Paolo Banchero. Toronto, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Down low. It's Trent on the wing. Barnes sets a screen for Trent. On the wing quickly. Over Suggs. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. He's given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
As the game gets tight late and the stakes rise, you need guys who are willing and able to step up.
Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. It falls!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Harris passes to Suggs. Dishes it to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Got it!
The young fella taking charge of the situation. Wagner gets the clutch bucket for his team. How sweet is that?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Quickly, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Orlando.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. Defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Banchero will screen on Quickly. And Carter has it in the corner. He kicks it to Suggs. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Okay, man.
They're down by 1. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Can't connect. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued.